It is November 1st, and November 1st, the first of every month, is our Avenue chat time. So we're going to chat a bit for the month of November. And in November, I want to focus on being grateful. Sometimes we know, especially in this month of November this year, there's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on in the United States. There's a lot going on that we could be discouraged about, but there's more going on that we could actually be thankful. So the fact is, yes, there's a lot going on that's not going the right way or the way that we want it to go. But the truth is we need to be more grateful and thankful for the things that we do have going on. It's almost like shifting from a poverty mindset of what's not going right to an abundance mindset with a wealth of things that's going correct in our lives and the things that we truly need to be grateful for. And we know in November, we celebrate Thanksgiving, and we should be grateful every day. But we are specifically going to focus on some ways of being grateful and how that helps in your health, in your mental, and in your happiness. But before we get to that, we're going to check on October. October, you had an assignment to customize your life for 2025. And there were some things, some goals I wanted you to look at, some things that you needed to do as far as your budget, your finances, your skill level, relationships, the spirituality that you have going on, just things like that that I wanted you to take a look at. Take 2 hours, 2.5 hours to make these plans. I did it. And what I found is that the things that I said I was going to do in 2024, some of them I did not get to simply because I did not look at my list as often enough, the full list that I was making. Now, I stayed on top of my budget and some things that I know I do every month, but there are some other things that I did not do because of that. I went back even to 2023 and 2022, and there were some things on that list. But for 2025, I upgraded the list and took some things off of the list, put some things on the list. And especially for my real estate business, I changed some things, some campaigns I'm going to have going on next year for my clients. So there's some things that I'm upgrading and trying to do differently so that I can get a different results. So I hope you spent time doing that for the month of October. It was a great month. It's ended now. Now we're at November 1st. And so now it's time. We're in fourth quarter. And we know fourth quarter means go time. When I watch any football game and it gets to fourth quarter, no matter what the score is on the board, the good teams will still say that it's go time in fourth quarter, and you can still make an impact on that final score during fourth quarter. So we'll jump right into our what we're going to do for November. What we don't want to ever do is take things for granted. And sometimes we do that. We get into a routine, we get up every morning and we get going, go to work or do whatever it is that we do. And we just take that for granted. And that's something that if you focus on the things that you're actually doing every day and stop taking things for granted, because just the fact that you open your eyes every day, that's something that some people don't get to do. Some people don't make it to the next day. You have your right mind. Some people don't have their right mind. You're able to get out of bed on your own. Some folks need help getting out of bed. You're able to get up and wash your face, brush your teeth, take your shower, whatever it is, by yourself without assistance. These are things that we need to be grateful for. Even walking, putting one foot in front of the others, being able to do stuff like that. There are people that have had strokes, and just have some other health impacts on their life, and they're not able to do these things. And so let's not take things for granted like this. We should be thankful on a daily basis that we are able to do this and we're able to get up and make the day a good day and move forward and help someone else during that day. There is a song that Audra Day sings about. It's called Rise Up. And if you watch the video, it's a lady that has married a guy and he's totally paralyzed. He got paralyzed. Well, he was in the armed forces, and I'm assuming he got paralyzed like that. Totally paralyzed. This is her life. So she gets up. He says that he wants to take her out to for lunch on a date, and he can't even talk. He has to talk through a machine, and she has to dress him, do everything for him, move him around, drive him around, feed him, do everything for him every day. This is her life. And the song is about being grateful and together that they're going to make it. They're going to move mountains. And that even though this is her life now, she's not ungrateful for it. She's still thankful for it, and she's still moving forward with it. So that just behooves us. Take a look at that video, you all. It really is heart-touching, heartfelt video. But look at that video, because anytime that I used to tell my team where I used to work, anytime that you feel like life is getting hard, or you feel ungrateful, or you get upset with something that's small, go visit the children's hospital. And that will put things back into perspective, because we have these little innocent children that have diseases that they may not make it the next day, or they may have something that's going to follow them the rest of their lives. So we have so much to be thankful for. And that's what we want to focus on, a grateful heart, because it's not just about Thanksgiving in the month of November. It's about being grateful for all the things that we've been given, being grateful to the point where we are happy and content with life, being grateful to the point where we want to help someone else come up. Being grateful will help your mentality. The Bible tells us to focus on those things that are good, focus on those things that are pure, focus on those things that are honest. Think on these things, the good things, not to dwell on the stuff that's bad, but focus on the good things, because when you start focusing on the good things, you start moving in that good direction. You start bringing good things into your life. When you focus on the wrong thing, then you start thinking in the mind of a poverty mindset, and those things may be attracted into your life. So we need to continue to focus on the right things, the things that we need to focus on, and let those other things go. Some people complain all the time. Stop the complaining. Most of us have nothing to complain about. And what good does complaining do anyway? If you can do something about it, do something about it. If you can't do something about it, pray or try to seek help somewhere with someone who can do something about it. But let's stop complaining so much, because you cannot complain and be thankful at the same time, right? So the thing is, choose thankfulness, choose gratefulness over this constant complaining. So it does something to you mentally. People can become depressed when they complain too much. People become, in a mindset, and you don't want to be around them, because if you ask someone how you're doing and they always tell you the bad part, about what's going on with their bodies, and they go on and on and on and on, that's something that you probably don't want to be around. They may not be in their best of health. Most of us are not in our best of health, but there are some things that we're seeking to do, things that we're seeking to improve. So let's focus on those things that are good, those things that are true, honest, pure, those things. Think on these good things like the Bible tells us to. Another thing being grateful affects is your health. There are some things that when we focus on the wrong thing and we're not grateful for things, sometimes we have health issues. If we worry too much, stress can show up, and it shows up at the weakest part of your body. It may show up in the back of your neck, in your shoulders. You may have some blood pressure issues. You may have some heart things going on, but that may be due to stress. And so if we start becoming more grateful and getting rid of the things that stressing us out, like I said, if you can do something about it, do something about it. But you can limit your amount of stress. And another thing, as far as your health is concerned, if you exercise, you can get rid of and relieve some of the stress that's on your body. Taking a walk, just walking in nature, walking in the neighborhood, appreciating the trees, the flowers, the shrubs, the things that you're seeing, appreciating that stuff. That's good for you also. But I go to the gym and I work out because I like it at the gym. But that relieves walking on the treadmill, doing some stuff with some weights, some weight machines. All of this helps. It helps the blood circulation, helps you sleep better, does not make you tired. Actually, it helps your energy level when you do these things. And eating right, paying attention to our health will make us happier. If you don't feel good, you're probably not going to be happy. Bottom line, I know when I don't feel good, I'm not in a good mood. I don't want to be around people. I don't want to do anything except for focus on what's ailing me and let's get this taken care of. My goal is to start feeling better and get to the root of the problem so that this won't happen again. And so, it affects your health when you're not grateful. It can affect your health, and it can, like I said, your mentality and that type of thing. So we want to make sure we focus on the right things And we can do things with helping our health as far as eating right and exercising. It can do a lot for you and put you in a better frame of mind, put you in a better state. Another thing that can help you become more grateful and your happiness is your relationships. As a realtor, I find that when I help my clients, we become pretty close because we talk a lot, we fill out paperwork together, we make commitments to each other on this paperwork. I am in their kitchens, their bedrooms, their living rooms. I'm in their house. I'm in their space. I respect their house. I respect their space. I'm fighting for them on their behalf. We become real good friends. And it's amazing because when we come to the closing table, we realize then when we probably won't see each other for a while, we will still be in contact, but we won't be having those meetings, those weekly meetings or sometimes daily meetings that we have. When we get to the closing table, we realize it's coming to an end. Then you start thinking about, wow, I've made another friend. It's more than just a client now. I've made another friend. They trust me. I trust them. If they need something else, they're going to call on me. But those people become, you're building relationships with them, so to the point where, you can feel like when you're at that closing table that you're kind of losing that close connection that you had for the balance of the time that you were together trying to get this real estate transaction done. So build those relationships with friends, with people at work, with people at church, with family members. Build what you can because that can help your happiness. It can help your gratefulness and just put you in a whole totally different, a better mood. So here's the assignment for November. I wasn't going to let you get away without having an assignment for November. But for the month of November, we're in fourth quarter, second month in the fourth quarter. This is what I want you to do because I want us all to become more grateful. This is about enriching our lives with gratitude. And so if you're not grateful right now, I want you to write down at least 3 things per week that you want to focus on being grateful for. It could be your health, could be your mental, it could be your job, it could be your having shelter, a vehicle to travel in, having your folks still with you, having your siblings, healthy, your children healthy, being married, being single. There are things that all around that you can be grateful for. Write down those 3 things per week. So you'll have 3 things for the first week that you want to focus on being grateful for. And when you wake up in the morning, I want you to look at that list and just dwell on the good things about those 3 things that you've written down. So that's number 1. I want you to focus on that. Number 2, I want you to go out and help someone. If you can go out and spread your gratitude, it just makes all the difference in the world when you can do something for someone else, especially for someone who cannot do anything for you. When you can do something for them, it gives you a grateful heart. It works with you in a way that you don't even realize it's working with you. So you're giving of yourself, but you're getting so much back from them, and it just makes you feel better. It works with your mental as well as your happiness and as well as your health when you're doing good for others. And the last thing I want you to do is to be present. I think we should all practice being present. If you're with someone, talking to them, having lunch with them, put your phone away and focus on that moment that you're spending with them. If you're walking along and you can smell the roses, I know that that's a cliche, but sometimes we need to stop and smell the roses. We walk past things and we walk past life looking to the future, and we're missing what's in the present that we should be enjoying right here and now. Those are great memories that you can take with you after it's over with. But let's not miss what's going on right now. We know we watch our children grow up, and sometimes we miss those little things that they do or those stages that make you smile. Sometimes you can capture them in pictures or on video, but that's what you want to do, and you don't want to miss that type of thing. You don't want to miss that part of life. But living in the present, wherever you're doing, whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, be there. If you're not there, if you're somewhere else, what are you doing? I've been in meetings where I'm not paying attention because my mind is on something else. And I may miss something important or something that I need to know about because I'm not there in the room with where I'm supposed to be. My body's there, but my mind is not there, right? So what I've been trying to focus on and what I've been doing is being present. when I meet with any of my clients, however long they want to talk, however long they want to spend time with me, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at them, I'm listening, I'm asking questions because I really want to look inside, get to know these people a lot more, a lot better than just me just sitting down having a casual conversation. And once I can find out really what they want out of life, where they want to go, what they want to do, it's my job to help them get there. And if it's the vehicle of real estate that will help them get there, that's what I'm willing to do. So be present. So those are the 3 things that I want you to focus on for the month of November. So enjoy your month of November, and I will see you in the next video.